Hi everyone, it's Amy. I hope you're well. Today I wanted to do a little blog, sort of bloggy thing, soft spoken. I don't know if I'll get any views on this one. I don't know. I've kind of been a bit quiet on YouTube recently because my views have dropped again. And then I hit the creator fund on TikTok and my views have dropped on that as well. I feel like, I don't know, just a bit weird, but hey. I've been in between jobs and I've also been just really busy, to be honest, with a few things, and I just really haven't had time to really have 5 minutes. So I decided today I'm gonna just have a day for myself, and I thought I'm just gonna do a little video and show you all my jewellery because I've got to sort them out anyway into, I think, this bigger box, because this box is just absolutely full of stuff, and yeah, it's a whole thing. So I've got lots of rings and bits and bobs that I wanted to show you. So yeah, it's going to be unedited because I'm using my iPad. My new tripod hasn't come yet either, so just going to be a soft spoken, chilled out sort of thing. We'll see what happens. So I've been ordering off the TikTok shop on the live stream from a brand called Jewellery. So if you guys are into shopping channels, because I am literally just like, oh. Gems TV is part of that, and Gemporia is essentially part of that Gems TV platform as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty certain they're the same. So that's their TikTok. And ironically, I've only just read this. It says, show us how you unbox and style your gorgeous pieces and we'll send you an exclusive discount code. Mate, I'm doing a full video, so I'm hoping so, because that is beautiful. So it's inspired by Taylor Swift to celebrate Jemporia's 21st birthday. That's insane. Yeah, I don't know. I do like that though. I'm not really a Swiftie, but I do like that very much. So I'm going to show you all of my collection. So here goes. You do get these little cards that tell you about the pieces, but I don't have all of them, only because my five-year-old thinks that they're credit cards, so she's kind of had a few of them, which is really annoying because I wish I had them. So it is what it is, but there's none on there. So right, I'm going to show you some wedding photos too at the end. And I actually wore some of my Jewellery jewellery on my wedding day, which is so nice. And so I can't get these off. My wedding rings, 2 of them are, I don't take them off, as you can see, are actually Jewellery rings. So the first one to show you today is this one here. And I will show you the sparkle as well by... it's just, if you can see the hourglass, how the 2 points go into one there. It's amethyst, and it is an hourglass 2.95 carats of. It's one of 96 that I own. It's from Morocco, and it's not an enhanced piece, so it's not been treated. So I honestly, I wear it on this finger every single day. For the most part, I swear I'll swap it between this one and the next one I'm going to show you, but oh, I just love it. I do get a lot of compliments about it. When I start my new job, I'm not going to be able to wear it because you're not allowed to wear jewellery, so it just makes me sad. But that's the first one. What is next? Just get rid of these cards as we go, otherwise I'll get confused. This is what I mean. There's no... I'm going to show you the earrings that I got this morning. So these are Diamantina Citrine Midas earrings. So the earrings that I've got in are also Gemporia. Can you see? I'll show you these first. They're all different gemstones. Do I have their card? No, I do not. but I'm sorry if you can hear the noise in there, but there they are, look. They're absolutely beautiful. I am guessing a couple of these are amethyst. There is one that is, it's like a light lilac-y colour. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it, but they are absolutely beautiful. Again, I get so many compliments about these every time I wear them. So these are the citrine gold. These are gold coated, if I remember right. Yes, they are gold plated. And they are really pretty. Gosh, they really do match my skin tone well. I wear a lot of silver, but I've started wearing a lot more gold because I've got rosy undertones. So, wow, look at that. Wow. Oh, I love them. And then just to show you as well, I've got another 2 sets of earrings. I've got amethyst. These are like cloudy amethysts, so I don't think these are treated at all. But these are, again, they're not sparkly or shiny, but they're very, very, like, you can tell they're amethyst, right? If I remember right, this is Zambian amethyst. I'm sure it is. Beautiful. So then also I have these ones, moon quartz. Yeah, I think they are. However, I can't wear these, and I'm going to show you why. Oh, they have the, whatever that gemstone is, it's tanzanite. That's I can't get them in. They are quite wide earrings and I cannot get them in. So no, they're not going in, but they are beautiful and I will keep them because they are absolutely stunning. But I can't get them in my ears, which is a shame. It's a shame, but it is what it is. So going back to the jewellery, I'll put these ones back in because I do love these very much. We just showed you the citrine. I showed you the citrine ones. They are absolutely gorgeous. I saw them the other night and I just thought, I've got to have them. Look how sparkly they are. Beautiful. So then, I don't know which one that one is. That could be that one because it's an oval shaped one. I think it might be. This is, yeah, I think it is because it's 7.25 carats. It's a big one. One of 72 pieces. It's 3 grams in weight, so it's a lot heavier. It's prasiolite and white zircon. Yeah, it is this one. It's from Brazil. And the white zirconia is from Cambodia. Look at that. It's huge. It's this one is it's very much a it's very heavy. It's a statement piece, definitely. I don't wear it much because I don't want to break it. I don't want to scratch it because it's just so, look at that. My husband said it's like a knuckle duster and I'm here for that. So, but yeah, it's really nice. It was, again, an impulse purchase and I'm so glad I did. My daughter really likes it too, but it's mine. I says one day she can have it. So, so that one's that one, prasiolite. This one. I can't say that word. Versailles. This one. This one's my next knuckle duster. Oh, I am obsessed with this ring so much. Look at, oh my gosh, look at it. I'm obsessed. Even with limited lighting, look how it shines. Like, it's insane. So, Look, it is just insanely pretty. I was in a shop the other day and I was just doing that under the LED light and I just fell in love with it even more. It is my favourite, I think, number one. Number one, it is just... So this is 1.56 carats. It is not an enhanced quartz treatment. It's from Brazil, again. It is my favourite. I wear it on this finger. It is just... Oh, I love it so much. I honestly do. It is my favourite. Love it. And it also matches my hair clips. I might keep that one actually, but that's the information about it. So, and they all come in these lovely little pouches too, but I don't use them because I've got my jewellery box. Put it on there. So then I have the next one. I don't know which one this is. I've just done that one. So what's this one then? Ah, this is today's purchase, what I bought, yes, 2 days ago, and I got it today. So this is Bahia Optic Quartz on White Topaz Sterling Ring, 1.56 carats. This is from Brazil again. Not enhanced, 2.30 grams. This was ordered the other day. It was it like $7.99 or something like that? But I don't know which ring finger. I'll probably say this one. But look, again, not even got a lot of light on it. And it is just there. It's in your face, you know. It is absolutely beautiful. Who on earth needs diamonds when you've got gemstones, right? These are from the earth. Like, I know diamonds are, but like, I think it's going to go on this finger. But it is just stunning. And again, this is one of 55 pieces. So it's, no, that's the other one. This is one of 150 pieces. But like I say, these pieces are so rare, and with how many there is per one, I feel very honoured to have it. So yeah, I'm obsessed. Again, another one from Brazil, and the zirconia's from Cambodia. So that's it for the certificates. I'm just going to show you what else I have, but I don't have the certificates. Whoops. These pair are moonstone. One's cloudier than the other. I think it's how they've been treated, I'm guessing. But I'll show you them both together. I love these so much. However, I don't wear this one, only because that there isn't pressed down properly. So I don't want to lose the stone. But it also ripped my jeans the other day. I had my brand new jeans on. I could have cried. And I was driving and I had it on this finger and I caught it and it went, I was like, no. So I don't wear it because of that, but it is beautiful. You know, it's okay. Every now and again, these things happen. So it is okay. I thought I might have had the certificate for that because that was one that I got earlier this week, but I haven't got it. And then, I don't know where I've just put the other one. I put it down somewhere. Oh, it's there, look. This one I wear every now and again, which is really nice too. But again, all of these gemstone rings and earrings, you don't need a lot of light to see them. This one was my first purchase. I can't, again, I want to say it's some form of pink quartz, or I don't know, but I love it. Again, you don't need a lot, right? Originally I was going to have this as part of my bridal set, but you can just see the pink shining through. Look, it's like a baby pink, but I fell in love with another one in the end. I just wish I knew what they were, but sadly I do not have them anymore. Me and my daughter, my 16-year-old daughter, we got matching. This, I believe, is blue topaz. It's a very light version of the very blue one that I have, which again I've put down somewhere and I can't see it. There. Very, very different shades of blue, but this one is more cloudy. It seems like it's more cloudier, but it's beautiful. Me and my daughter, we both had one on my wedding day, and I don't know. Yeah, you can just see it there. Look, I'm wearing it on my wedding day, and we both had ours on together, so it was like mum and daughter set. This one is another one. This it's actually a star, if you can see, look. It's very nice. I love it. I don't wear this one as much as I used to, but it's still very much one of my favourites. So yeah, it's very nice. So let's get on to the bridal set. So originally, when I got secretly married in February, that was my bridal set. And so this is actually a Pandora ring. So it's artificial. It's not real diamond, zirconia, but then just a very simple basic ring. Now, when I go to work at my new job, I will wear this as my set because, to be completely honest with you, if this gets damaged, it's not the end of the world. But if my bridal set got damaged, I would be more upset because it's more sentimental, but also I'm going to show you. So they are getting a bit dirty. Actually, I need to put them in the cleaning solution. So because again, I've been wearing them non-stop since the 1st of September, so they do need a bit of a clean. So okay, so first things first, I've got, this is a Pandora. It's not a gems one, but it's sort of a V-shaped one, and that's to signal eternity. Then you've got, this is the gems one. Okay, so this is like the engagement ring sort of thing, and this is what I walk down the aisle with. These pair on, they do match beautifully together. Can I tell you what those gems are? Nope, but I know they're nice. I walk down with those on. And then this one is the wedding ring itself. Again, this is from Gems. It's just a silver one, just a plain silver one, but it's got, can you see there, 5 little stars? And they're for my children, five children. I have got 5. Don't be shocked, I've got 5. So when they're on, this is what they look like. So it symbols engagement, wedding number 1, wedding number 2. These were the earrings that I wore. They're pearl. So I wore them on the wedding, they were very nice. I've not worn them since. But I used to wear this one all the time. So that's a Pandora. But then I found Gems TV and I'm just obsessed. So this is a stand-in engagement ring as well, just in case. I've got no idea where that's from, but I like it. This is the first ring that Ashley bought me years ago. We'd been together probably 6 months. It's a promise ring. Can I tell you what that gem is? Nope. I can't remember, but it'll come to me. But it's on a rose gold plated silver ring, but it's absolutely tarnished because I wore it religiously. I've got 2. I actually ordered the second one because I was so worried about losing it. And then I bought a ring to match it, which is a sort of eternity sort of band, but I thought that was an engagement ring when he first bought it me, and he was like, no, it's not, his promise ring. I was like, oh yeah, cheers mate. Took him 5 years to propose, 5 years. So, and there's some pretty ones as well that I have, and I do like I said, I love my jewellery, and the more unusual the better. Like things like that's a set of earrings I've got, and just the more unusual the better really. I've got I love my gemstones. Like, I've got gemstone bracelets, or it's about dead, to be fair. My daughter made me some earrings, bless her. But yeah, I love gemstones very much, and so when I found that these are jade, which are very nice. I love my gemstones. So yeah, when I found Gems TV, it was inevitable. It was inevitable. So I'm going to now sort out my jewellery collection. So I've got to transfer them from this little teeny one to this big one, but I have to remove this one first. So I have got like other rings, like these ones. I don't wear them. Are they just this one? It's very old, very, very old ring. This must be 12 years old, 11, 12. No, it'd be less than that. 2016. Yeah, 2016. It was actually my ex-boyfriend who went to Gibraltar. I went to the Pandora shop and got me that because it was tax-free. So another one from Pandora. Ashley bought me that. It's my husband. Bought me that last February. Again, thought it was an engagement ring. Was it, Bob? That one. It's one I've never wore. It's just costume jewellery, but it's very nice. It's not all of these, by the way, from Gems. They're all hallmarked, by the way. This one is a ring that, again, is so old. I mean, look how tarnished it is, but I'm going to tell you the story about it. In February of 2011, I became a single mum. And by the December, I was dating somebody, and he tried to me, basically. And I survived, obviously, and I feel that I'm not upset about it anymore. I'm very brave when I talk about it now, because it's okay, it's done. I bought that and I wore it on. It's hallmarked, but it's very, very, look at that, dirty, even though I've cleaned it. Even though it's filthy around the edges, look at the gemstones still shining, but it was a promise ring to myself to never let anybody hurt me again. And I won't get rid of it for that reason. So I don't know if I showed you that one. I think I did. But that ring is, I'll tell you again, just in case I haven't. That was my first Gems TV purchase 10 years ago. And it was of the Gems TV, actual TV. And it's Zambian Amethyst, I believe it is, if I remember right. It was me and my mother-in-law was sat there watching it, and I ordered it. That's like an artificial moonstone one. You can tell because it's just stuck down a lot. But this one's a citrine one. I've had that years. But this is quite a difference, look. But, you know, they're one and the same, but they're just slightly different. Another Pandora look. This one, my dad bought me for my 13th birthday. That's all diamonds. I don't wear it. It's too precious, but it's there. The second ring. Look, let me show you the difference between them both, look. This is when my biological dad was alive. My mum was married to him. That was a sapphire, that isn't diamond. That was her engagement ring, and it was given to me in blessing, really. I won't get rid of it. It's beautiful. It's gold, but I won't get rid of that because, you know, it's memory, isn't it? So that is, oh, and this one. Look at this one. This is costume jewellery, but it was my nana's, God rest her soul, my nana's and she gave me that when I was little. She said, you can have that. And I've always kept it. It's adjustable, so you can adjust it. But yeah, look at that. It's like knuckle duster. So yeah. And my pearl necklace. I was going to wear that for the wedding. I didn't end up wearing it. So yeah. Let's get these jewellery pieces in. So I'm going to move this to one side. So it's now empty. So if I move this to here, you can sort of see me putting it all in. So this, the beauty of this is that you can get sort of 2 pieces either side, so it's going to help me out so much. I'm going to put my 2 favourites at the top. And then I'll probably put this, the big statement piece one at the bottom here. I also have some strawberry earrings. This is my new one. I love that so much. I can't believe that's one of my favourites again. I'm going to put that. I need to take the tag off really. There we go. Sometimes you just got to give it a good pull. There'll be some jewellery enthusiasts out there going, don't do that. But I've done it now. And I'm going to couple you up with this one. The 2 moonstones can go in together. And that pink one can go in with the star. And then I think that one's, that's what my Gemporia ones, I think. I can't see anymore. So I'm going to put that one in next to the knuckle duster big opal one, that one. And then my wedding and engagement ring from the first time in there. And then put them 2 in together, just there. So it looks a little something like that. But obviously I still have other rings, so I'm going to make some room for them in the top part. That's my faith of a mustard seed little chain there. I'd lost the chain for it, but I just love that because it actually has a genuine mustard seed in it. So, right, I've made some room in this top compartment here. Oh, that's another Pandora ring, look. I forgot about that one. That was another one my ex bought me. I'm not getting rid of jewellery that I like, so. It's just silly. But people do. But I appreciate jewellery, so I won't get rid of jewellery that I don't wear. I just keep it. And then one day when my time comes and I'm not on this earth anymore, my kids can have them as a memory if they like. So this one my dad bought me, I'm going to put that in the main compartment, I think, because it's, there we go, I'll put it there next to my engagement ring. I don't want it getting damaged in that other part, so Right, so the next part is get rid of these earrings that I don't really wear and put them in the other box. Let's have a look. How have you all been anyway? I hope you've all been doing good. I walked into, I quit my job a few weeks ago because my assistant manager at the time was just horrible to me and broke some rules, and I quit my job. I went on sick for 2 weeks for stress because I just couldn't deal with the pain that I was experiencing physically anyway. I was having some problems with my health, and then just on top of that, just the stress, I just couldn't deal with it. So I handed my notice and I just says, I'm going, see you later, you know, go pick on someone else. So then I got another job at the rival of that place I worked, and I was supposed to start today, and then yesterday I was out and about living my life. I've had that cross a long time, and I walked into this establishment and I got talking to the manager, and he offered me a job there and then, and it was my dream job. It's a job that actually I've wanted to work at before. Although I want to be self-employed, or, you know, I would love to have done the influencer thing, but I don't think the algorithm likes me. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I'd love to find the other one of those. Look at that. I'd love to find the other one. They were my favourite ones. I don't know where the other one went. I think I must have lost it somewhere, but yeah, I can't believe I, in the space of a month, had 3 jobs, but I never started the second one. But the boss of that place is a Christian, and he was the most forgiving, beautiful soul, and I hope I've made the right decision, because I believe that what happened yesterday was very, the timing was impeccable. Ah, I forgot about you. Ultimate knuckle duster. Look at that amethyst. It's massive. This is the ultimate knuckle duster, but that is pure amethyst. Look at that. I don't wear it, obviously. It's just so heavy. And it gets stuck on my finger too. I'm going to put that there. So, yeah, the bin men are now outside. These have got tangled. So this is Swarovski. It was bought for me years ago. Did you know that Swarovski is just basically glorified glass? I didn't know that. I used to think they were like genuine diamonds and stuff. They're not. It's just glass. I was like, what? That's from my daughter's Bibbidi Bobbidi Boop boutique Disneyland visit, which I was not present at. My mum took her. But in this bracelet here, you might think it's a christening band. It's not. I have a story behind it. Years and years ago, my first mum friend, this is 2010, was a lady called Frankie, and she had a little girl called Caitlin, and they've been missing years. I don't know what happened to them. I wish I knew. I know they're somewhere. They're alive. I don't know where they are, but she fled. Oh, I've done it. She fled what we believe to be domestic abuse, and I never saw her again. And it always makes me cry because I miss her so much. She was my best friend, and she just disappeared. But her and Caitlin, my daughter Lily and Caitlin, both have matching bracelets, and I hope one day we find each other again. And I hope she's okay. Whatever she's doing, I hope she's okay and she's safe and well. And I found her mum on Facebook, and I messaged asking if she was okay, but she didn't reply, and it broke my heart because I just want to know, is she okay? Is she alive? Is she well? I don't know. I really don't. So here we go. I'm slowly but surely getting through this today. This has been nice though. It's just something for me today to do for, let's say, 35 minutes, just showing and sorting out my jewellery. And yeah, I do miss her. I genuinely do. Bless her. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. I think I'm going to try on doing this another day. I'll be here all day, I think. There's like a third link here that's not supposed to be in here, and it's kind of, I might get my husband to kind of finish that off because it's a little bit too much. But then you've got more citrine, which has lost some zirconias. Oh my goodness. So this ring right here, I've had this since I was about 4 years old, 5, so about 30 years. My mum used to work at a pharmacy, a chemist. If you're British, we call it a chemist. And they used to have them on the counter. There was like it was like a box with foam inserts like that, or like a ring box, and they had all these different ones. And every time I go in to see my mum, I'd always pick one, and I got to take it home, and I got such a collection. This is Welsh. I don't know. It says Carwtymr. I don't know what that means, but my mum bought it me. We have Welsh heritage, so I don't know what that means. Maybe I should look it up. This is a bracelet I've never wore. It's still got the tag on it. It's a faith one. I don't typically wear bracelets. I'm more of a watch kind of gal, but they're there. And that's another thing that Frankie and Lily have. It's a Winnie the Pooh best friend. It breaks my heart to see that bracelet. It really does break my heart that she's got the other half somewhere, you know. I just hope that she's doing okay and well, and I love them all to bits, and they know that, and they know where I am. I'm on social media, they can find me, you know. These are amethyst. My friend made them for me. This is rose quartz, and I wore that while I was in labour with my daughter, and I still have it. My first marriage, the engagement and wedding ring set, tarnished as anything. It's how many years? 2014 to 11 years old, that is. I don't obviously wear it, but I've kept it for my son for when he's older. He can do what he wants with it, but, you know, it's there. This is a nose stud. I'll keep it in, but I have got my nose pierced. I've had it pierced since I was 17, and it's 16, and it's still pierced. So I used to wear this religiously every day until it got very frayed. So let's get this in because I'm getting distracted. So I'm going to put the bracelets in the bottom one. Team Bride. Oh my gosh. See, this is, I get cross at myself for allowing these things to happen, because these bracelets have a habit of wrapping jewellery right round. And it's like, now I have to painstakingly sort this out. But this is a cross necklace. I used to wear it every day when I used to go to church, and then I stopped wearing it because I tarnished it all with the same brush, really, but it's tangled right at the end, so it doesn't budge. So it's another thing the husband's got to look at. But I know now that that's not the case, and that actually there are good people in the world. genuinely good people in the world. So that matches my top. I'm going to wear that later. So another necklace this is from when I was tiny. I actually made this. I made this myself when I was about 4 or 5, and again, it's lasted all these years. This was my biological father's, and this was also, and he wore this the day he passed away, and that's all I got from him. I don't have anything else apart from his jewellery. And it's a very bitter subject, but I have something of his, and I have his ashes too, so some of them, which I will never know the truth to most of my childhood and my life. I will never have the answers, but all I know is that I think deep down I was loved. Do I have anything to do with his family? No, I don't. Is it by choice? No, it's not. But it's okay. Did they come to my wedding? No, they didn't. Did I hear anything from my family? No. It's a very, like I said, a very bitter pill to swallow, but it is what it is. You can't force people to love you, and you can't force people to be in your life, and you can't do that. So it's okay. I've made peace with that, and people say we shouldn't have to make peace with that, and I say no, you are correct in that, saying that I should never have had to have made peace with that, but it is what it is. And you know, I have people in my life that are my best friends, who I call my family. My mum's side of the family is huge, yet none of us talk. It's just the way of the world, isn't it? You know, once upon a time you'd have your mum's family in the thousands on your doorstep every day, and you'd have family meals and, you know, big family gatherings, and oh, I'd long for that as a child. But sadly that's not to be. And again, sometimes you just gotta say it is what it is, and you just have to go with the wind. But honestly, I tell you now, I don't regret anything in my life. I can honestly say to you that, you know, life has a funny way of dealing cards sometimes, and without getting sort of too emotional, I've had to do a lot of healing over the years. Goodness me, I don't even know where to begin with that. I've had to do a lot of healing over the years, and there are things that I've done in my life that I wish I could take back. You know, I could take it all back, but I can't. And what I say with things like that is, you know, these tangled bits, I'm going to put them in here. There's always a good use for things. Here we go. Stop it from being damaged. You know, there's always issues in life, and, you know, we get dealt these cards that aren't great. But I always believe that it's part of a bigger plan for us. And do I wish that things were different? Yeah, I do sometimes. But do I regret anything? No, I don't. You know, my dad's side of the family have had ample opportunity to be in my life. They chose not to. That I think there's just, I know what it is. I know exactly why. When I was 21, 22, I found my dad when I was 17, after years of not having him in my life. And my mum would say to me, like, he's not interested. And, you know, I still wanted to figure it out for myself, you know, whether that was the case. So I found him. My auntie managed to find him, and we got in touch, and I travelled to see him, and he had MS, so he was very old and very frail, even though he was like 49. It's insane. My dad was very frail, and he and I, we just, it wasn't there. As much as I tried with him. He was in pain, and I know in hindsight now that wasn't his fault, but he was in pain, he was frail, he was shaking. You know, I'd stay over at the house and he would be waking up in the middle of the night, screaming and shaking, and I felt powerless. I couldn't help him. But then, as a traumatized young girl, because that's ultimately what I was a young girl. I do hold some form of compassion for myself now. I wrote him a letter, and this is me being completely honest. I wrote him a letter and I told him I hated him for not being in my life, and then wondering why. Like, why didn't you love me? And, you know, things like that. My auntie intercepted it, that letter, and I got so much aggro from that letter. My dad never saw that letter. They protected him over how I was feeling. And in hindsight, I see why they did what they had to do. Because maybe they didn't want him to hurt, but I was hurting. I was hurting because I never understood why my dad was never in my life. I'm getting told two different sides of the story, two different narratives. I was a young girl. I didn't know anything. I wanted to know why my dad was not in my life for as long as he wasn't. So I never got closure. And then I met them all in 2019. At an event in the family. I saw them Christmas 2018 with my ex, and my ex was abusing me at the time, so I wasn't in a very good frame of mind. He was the horrible ex I wasn't with long, and I'm so glad I'm not with him now. However, in the summer of 2019, myself and my now husband, we went up to meet them. He wanted to meet them, and, you know, I wanted him to meet them too. And we've never seen them again after that. It was just awkward. There was no relationship. There was no bond. And I got in the car to drive home, and my now husband said, "What's wrong?" And I says, "I think that's the last time I'll see them." And I've never seen them again. And that makes me sad because they're my family. But there was a comment that was made by one of the family members saying that I look too much like my dad, and it was upsetting them. And that hurt me. I can't help that. I do look like my dad. But then I felt like I've had to please my other side of the family too, because, like, at the wedding, we had loads of pictures of family members that were deceased and not with us anymore. And we had them in photo frames on what I call the stairway to heaven. However, I didn't have any pictures of my dad. And people asked me why, and I said I didn't want to upset anyone because it's such a diabolical situation, really. But, you know, I shouldn't even be put in that situation in the first place. So I honestly so there was no arguments. I just didn't bother. So, but yeah, there's a lot of drama from my family and my husband's family too. They don't like me either. So, well, 3/4 of them do, but sadly 2 of his family members have made that very clear that they don't like me. And even though I've tried, I'm not the same person I was six years ago. I was traumatized. I've been in therapy. I've done what I needed to do to get better. And there we go, guys. I've done it. Look, how beautiful is that now? And I've even put my earrings there. Look. But yeah, I've grown up a lot, and I wish that they would take 5 minutes to get to know us and see that I'm not like that and what they think I am. So That's one of the earrings. Oh, it's there, look. No, it's not. Where's the other citrine earring gone? Oh, I'll have to find it in a minute. But I just wanted to show you that, and so some photos before I go today, and then go find my citrine earring that I cannot find. Oh, it's there. Because I'm going to put them in. So, this is my non-biological dad, but my stepdad, but my dad. And he walked me down the aisle. I made that myself. My bouquet I actually made myself. I'm so proud of it. I'm going to blank this lady's face up because she's holding a baby, and for safeguarding reasons, and also for her. That's Ashley's sister, and I don't want to do anything like that, but that's Ashley's mum, and that's Ashley. He looks like his mum. I don't care what anyone says. He's literally copy and paste of his mother. But Yvonne has, she's mothered me, and I've needed that more than anyone could ever understand. It was a very rough ride with us at the beginning, and I wish I could show you her sister. They all look identical. And the little baby, she's the image of my 5-year-old. And honestly, on the wedding, I had a moment where I was looking at her and I just saw my daughter, and I just got so upset, like, not upset, but like tearful. But his sister is lovely, and we've not had the best relationship because of things that have happened in the past, but I think slowly things are moving on, and I'm so glad because of that, you know. I made that flower arch, I made that myself. So that was it all set up and ready to go. It was in a converted barn. It's so beautiful. I tripped here, like not tripped, but my heel got stuck. That's a better picture, isn't it? I'm not so big up Emily there. She was our wedding planner. Absolutely amazing lady. My dress, I loved my dress. That's my daughter having her hair done. She's got blue hair. So these are it's my bridal party. I'm just covering, I call her my niece, but my goddaughter's head, because again, she's under 18. So this is Sarah and her husband, obviously me and Ashley. Kirsty and her husband. He like, oh my God, it's so funny, right? I will walk it, so Kirsty's like my best friend. So I will literally walk in the house and just walk in and just go, right, do you know what I mean? We have banter. This geezer here, Connor, threw, you know, confetti, and he made sure it aimed to go down my dress. I was like, you're such a kid. But yeah, and then this is Charlie and Aaron. They are just the best. I love them all. I love them all so much. That's the same photo again, and the same photo again. First dance. I'm towering over Ashley on that picture. So this is when we did Mr. and Mrs. So we both had a shoe each, and we had to like say who's the better driver and put the thing up. I love that picture. Speeches. That's where my flower arch ended up being again. Before I show this, right, one, minors, cover the minors, but yeah, again, this is what the DJ took. Love that picture so much. It's me with some funny glasses on. Cover my son's face, but that's me and my friend Lucy. Lucy's about to have a baby. She's having a little girl. So happy for her, honestly. She's so lovely. It's me and Suzanne. So Suzanne is from Liverpool, and I've not seen her for ages, so it was so good to see her. But she's very Scouse. She talks like this. I've got it saved in my phone. Is Suzanne. Because whenever I'd say, hey, call Suzanne, it wouldn't work. So I put an R in front of it. And I have to do the Scouse accent Watch this. I'm not going to actually call her like, but I put it on flight mode so it doesn't do it. Hey Siri, call her Suzanne. But yeah, so funny. So this was our wedding. The one that our engagement shoot that we told everyone was an engagement shoot was actually our wedding, first one. So that was nice. Another one from the speech. That means, Suzanne, not messing about. I loved that dress. Cake cut. So I'm really triggered by this picture because I steamed that dress and I've still got creases. I could have cried. I was like, as if, like, all them creases I missed because it was such a big dress. I missed one fold and it just, every time I see it, I get so angry. This is me and Antonia Rose. Look her up on YouTube. I met her on this app. I met her on here. And Antonia is just an incredible lady and I really encourage you to go watch her content. Ashley and the Best Man. This is just before I walk down the aisle. So you've got Charlie, Kirsty, me, Dad and Sarah. Sarah looks like Adele. Everywhere we go, people go, oh my gosh, you look like Adele. Can I have a picture? Me and Kirst. Me, Ashley and the DJ. I changed by that point. I couldn't breathe in that dress. Another one. And that's it. So, I've enjoyed this, having a little chat for an hour. I know it's just a blah, 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 a little rant, a little talk. Genuinely, I have enjoyed catching up with you guys, and if you get all the way to the end, thank you. It means more than you understand, because I know I'm not a big content creator, but I do enjoy talking and I enjoy having a chin wag with you and having a little conversation. It's nice. I don't know when I'm next going to be able to do one of these videos, so until that day comes, thank you, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, for coming to say hi and coming to have a chat, have a little chin wag. I'm going to go put my jewellery away. I'm so proud that I've sorted all of that out now, so I feel better now I've done that. But yeah, look after yourselves, and just remember that in life, everything's not as it seems. And there are times where you might look on this app and other apps and think that, you know, people are doing so well in their lives, but yet there are struggles that people wouldn't even talk to you about, because they just don't. And they might look like they've got it together and put together, but they might not. So always be kind and courteous and look after each other, because it's important, right? So, like I say, I've sorted my jewellery box out, even though I think I've put the drawers in the wrong way. I'm going to just play around with it until I get it right. I think I've done it now. They still don't look right. But until that day comes where, you know, you might be struggling and whatever, just remember something, that we're not all perfect. We've all got our own battles, but we all get through it the very best that we can, okay? So, if you haven't been told today, I think you're wonderful. I think you're amazing. I think you are blessed. And I think you are needed in this world more than you will ever understand. You might have trauma, like me. but it doesn't define you as a person. It gives you experience, and then you go off and you share that light with the world and know that you're not alone. So thank you for watching. I love you all. We've hit 1 hour. Yay. And I'll see you in the next one.